Miss Brown, these are here to interview for President Smith's secretary. Measure them carefully. No one with a cup size over B. No one with legs longer than 1 meter. No one with a waist under 61 centimeters. No one with flawless faces either. Wait. Come out. What's wrong with you? So strange.
You. Why are you wearing a mask? Did you dress up so I wouldn't see?
Take off.
No.
Where did this ugly thing come? You think anyone can get into Minchuan group?
Sorry, I really need this job.
Get out. Just looking at your face makes me sick.
Wait. Actually, I really like your face. Honest. Safe.
Understood, Miss Brown.
Do you know what safe means? Tina. Bring her up.
Someone.
Still trying to hide. You're a secretary. Did you think consequences sleeping with Mr. Smith? Clean up her slutty vibes.
Yes.
Did you all see clearly?
President Smith is Miss Brown's fiancé. As his secretaries, you better behave. Otherwise, this is what happens. Got it? Go. President Smith will interview you himself.
President Smith, here are their files, sorted by education level.
Tomorrow I am attending an AI technology summit. You have 10 minutes to gather info on competitors. Which will you collect?
Dinghui Finance, old company, rich. Sharpsight AI, new company, leading in tech. And StarTech, just entered AI, somewhat threatening.
What is that smell on you? Did you put on perfume?
Must be shower gel.
She's hired.
You start work tomorrow.
As expected, President Smith only favors Miss Brown. Even picks the ugliest one as secretary.
I envy Miss Brown. President Smith is handsome, rich, a perfect man. And he only treats her well.
Men's love is probably the most unreliable thing in this world.
wrong? The troublesome woman is finally dead. Now my mom is the lady of this house. It was you. You hurt my mom. I want to hit you.
No fighting.
What are you doing?
Elena Brown. Your mom seduced my father. And you got my mother killed. Drove me out of my home. This time, it's my turn to take away what you care about. David Smith. Hope you don't fall for it too easily. That's the only way it'll be fun. President Smith.
Secretary Sinclair, this is Miss Brown's drawer. Please don't touch.
Sorry.
President Smith. The files are ready.
Do your job. Don't think of anything else. Understand?
Yes. President Smith, let me pour another coffee.
Take this to marketing.
Yes.
Didn't expect. That dirty thing actually got picked. But fine. With a face like yours, you make people want to throw up. I doubt you'd ever dare to have any improper thoughts.
You're right, Miss Brown. And since you picked me, how could I possibly betray you?
Glad you know that. Remember, as David's secretary, keep an eye on him for me. Make sure women like the last one never get close to him again.
Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on President Smith for you. As long as I'm here, no other woman will get near him.
David, you're here. I want to go shopping this afternoon. Can you come with me?
I have a meeting this afternoon.
But you promised you'd always do what I want.
Special Assistant Lynn, postpone afternoon meeting. Have them all cleared out for us.
Yes, President Smith.
Let's go.
President Smith, your lunch is here.
Just put it on the table. Secretary Sinclair, please have some self-respect. Don't think that by.
By what? President Smith, according to the schedule, taking care of you is my job, isn't it? Or are you having other thoughts here in your office?
Nonsense. Since you say it's your job, you'd better get it done then.
President Smith. You've been staring at this page for a long time. Is there a problem?
I'm done eating, you can leave now.
Sorry, President Smith, standing too long made me a bit dizzy. I'm feeling lightheaded.
You don't need to do that for your work in the future.
Ugly freak. Stop right there. Secretary Sinclair. David is shopping with me this afternoon. Get these files sorted and send them to the client.
But President Brown, you should handle these.
No buts. If you can't finish, don't bother coming back.
Yes, President Brown.
I'll be over in a minute.
David, it's so late. Aren't you going home with me?
I have some urgent business, take Miss Brown home.
Miss Brown, please get in.
Go on. Special Assistant Lynn, take me to office.
President Smith, there are serious data gaps in the materials we sent to the client this afternoon. They said if we don't fix it, they'll unilaterally terminate the contract.
Who was in charge of this?
It was Miss Brown. Secretary Sinclair, what are you doing? Secretary Sinclair, how dare you?
President Smith, I redid the data based on the materials. Here is the revised contract for the client. To show our sincerity, I took the liberty to give up 3% of the profits. Please check if there's anything else.
You did all this at the office.
Since you think dating Miss Brown is more important than work, I'm happy to help you out.
Take this to sales. Cancel tomorrow's date, tell her. I have more important things to do.
Yes.
President Smith, I'll leave now too. Sorry, President Smith. I've been sorting files and got a bit hypoglycemic.
Sit down.
No, President Smith, this is Miss Brown's. I can't take it.
Your health matters more. In the future, what's in my drawer? You can use it as you like. Don't overthink it. You're my secretary. I'm just worried you'll faint in my office.
Miss Brown, I told you President Smith really isn't here. Why don't you believe me?
David promised to spend today with me. Why did he suddenly ditch me? Does he even care about his fiancé?
Isn't it because you messed up the files? The company suffered such a big loss.
What did you say?
I said President Smith is probably just really busy. He didn't miss your appointment on purpose.
What's this? I said this drawer is mine only. Why would another woman touch it and leave something like this?
That's impossible. Normally President Smith never lets anyone near your drawer. Did you leave it and just forget?
Do you think I'm stupid? Tell me, which woman was it?
I honestly don't know.
Playing dumb how you're telling me today. Who has David Smith met with lately? Or I'll have him fire you.
Miss Brown.
Please calm down, you've misunderstood President Smith. Miss Brown, I can vouch for him. President Smith never lets any other woman near him. Someone must be trying to drive a wedge. If you still don't trust him, I'll help investigate. I'll get you an answer.
You have one day if you can't find out. You can leave with him.
Special Assistant Lynn, is your face okay? Want an ice pack?
It's fine, President Smith is still inspecting the branch. I need to bring him the files.
Want me to deliver the documents for you?
Sure.
President Smith, I've brought your documents.
Secretary Sinclair. Your face.
President Smith, I've brought your documents.
Your face.
What's wrong with my face? This.
You did this on purpose.
I'm sorry, President Smith. I really need this job.
You should know. I hate manipulative women most. You can go.
I'm sorry, President Smith, I'm sorry.
Hey pretty girl. All by yourself. Want to have a drink with me?
Move, my boyfriend is right over there.
Oh, you even know how to lie yet? We haven't seen your boyfriend. Why don't you bring him out so we can meet him?
Look at those legs, look at that tiny waist. So, where's your boyfriend? Thought you had one. Guys, let's get her. Let's go.
Let go of me, let me go. Let me go. Let go of me.
Get lost.
Who are you? Stay out of it.
I'm her boyfriend.
Dude, I think that's President Smith from Minchuan Group. President Smith. We can't mess with him. Let's go, hurry up.
Put on. If you catch a cold, you can't work tomorrow.
Thank you, President Smith. This kind of thing has happened to me many times. Sometimes there's always someone at work. So I have to make myself look ugly to protect myself.
I misunderstood you. I made things hard for you.
I don't blame you. After all, a woman like me. Men want to bully me. Women like to be jealous of me. I'm used to it.
You don't have to pretend. With me, nobody will bully you. Tomorrow at work, return my clothes.
Oh. Beauty. You didn't say we'd get beaten up for this.
Exactly.
We need more money.
More money.
Relax. The plan went smoothly. Money. You'll get your share.
Ugly freak, changing clothes now. Even a chicken with feathers can't turn into a phoenix.
Miss Brown. I found out who left the lipstick mark.
Who was it?
That person was me.
You pretended to be ugly, so you could get close to David, just wanted to sleep with him. You're a wicked woman.
But originally, weren't you the one who picked me, Miss Brown? I should thank Miss Brown for that. Otherwise, I never would have gotten close to President Smith.
That's David's shirt. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off now.
Elena Brown. No matter what you say. In the end. Last night, when President Smith ditched you, he was with me all night.
You bitch, you homewrecker. Someone, come here. Drag her out. I'm going to ruin your face today. Let's see how you seduce men after this.
Secretary Sinclair is late.
President Smith, what's going on?
Let's go. Head to Elena Brown's office.
This knife is pointless. Tina, go boil some water for me. Make sure it's boiling hot.
Yes.
You. Let me go.
Hold her down.
Let me go.
Stop.
David, why are you here?
If I hadn't come, I wouldn't see you like this.
You're mistaken, it's her.
Sorry, President Smith, it's all my fault. Please don't blame Miss Brown because of me. I didn't follow her instructions. She was upset for a moment.
What kind of instructions would punish my people like this?
Nonsense. I'll hit you.
President Smith, please don't ask anymore. No matter what, I was wrong. Since Miss Brown can't stand me, I'll just quit.
Wait. Without my permission, no one can make you leave this company.
But Miss Brown,
What does she want you to do?
well, Miss Brown, she's afraid you'll have affairs outside. She asked me to follow and check your whereabouts. I really don't think this is fair to you.
I didn't. Special Assistant Lynn, let her talk like that.
Oh, yesterday Miss Brown really did have a major tantrum in your office. She grabbed Secretary Sinclair to check women near you.
I didn't.
Enough. Just because of this, you'd rather let her torment you like this.
You helped me. I can't betray you.
Elena Brown, you've really let me down.
David, you misunderstood me. Don't you remember how I used to treat you?
You're not who you used to be. I like the old you better.
Bitch.
Miss Brown, what did President Smith mean just now? Does he know you're an impostor?
Impossible. That cheap little sister of mine is long dead. No one to prove it now. There's no way he knows.
But you're his fiancé. And he still refuses to marry you, now that Sophia is seducing him. What do we do?
Then I'll just have to sleep with him first. Isn't she trying to get in his bed? I'll let her see what happens if she tries.
Does your hand still hurt?
I'm fine.
You go rest first. Special Assistant Lynn can handle it.
Tonight's business banquet is important. All the top executives will be there. I can't miss it. I'll go see if they've arrived.
Are you sure this drug works?
Don't worry, I've already had the waiter put it in President Smith's glass. Once he drinks it and the drug kicks in, you'll be his only cure. But President Smith hates when women play tricks on him. If he finds out you drugged him.
Isn't there Sophia Sinclair, that bitch? Go put the rest of the drug in her bag. Then David will think she tried and got herself caught. And I'll be the one who saved him.
You really thought this through. 2 birds with 1 stone. This time, we'll definitely get rid of that fox.
After you plant the drug, keep watch in the hall. Don't return and ruin my plan.
Got it.
Enjoy, President Smith.
President Smith, since we have this chance today, I want to toast you to show my gratitude.
A toast to me.
You saved me that day. And claimed to be my boyfriend.
It was no trouble at all.
Maybe for you it was no trouble. But to me, you were a hero that day. So this glass is for you. President Smith. Why is it so hot in here? Can you turn on the AC for me?
Secretary Sinclair, you really can't hold your liquor. Secretary Sinclair.
President Smith, this wine, something's wrong with it.
Someone tampered with the wine. Secretary Sinclair. Hurry and put your clothes on.
President Smith. David Smith. I feel terrible. Help me.
How is the plan going?
It's all set. Room ready for you and President Smith. Just head up there.
No. You already have a fiancé.
Why hurt yourself like this?
David Smith. You are the moon in the sky. I can't let you make a mistake. And I can't let you hurt anyone. Let go.
I won't let go.
Oh no, someone's coming. Oh no, someone's coming. What do we do? I don't want anyone to see me like this.
Let's go. Sophia Sinclair.
David Smith, are you making a mistake?
I don't care what's right or wrong. I want to save you.
David. Where is he? Special Assistant Lynn, where's David Smith?
President Smith messaged me. He said he's not feeling well. He asked me to help entertain the guests.
Not well. Did David Smith drink something bad? Damn, I prepared so much for nothing, no way. Even if I can't sleep with David Smith tonight, at least I have to expose Sophia Sinclair. David's always been healthy. Why would he suddenly get sick? What was in his glass? Did someone drug him?
Something's wrong with the wine. Check now, find out what's going on.
This powder, I think I saw it with Secretary Anna. Could it be? Assistant Lynn, from Secretary Sinclair. Here now. I want to see if it's from her bag. Sophia Sinclair, today, I'll ruin your reputation. What? Didn't expect her to be cheating right here. Let everyone see how shameless she is. Secretary Sinclair, today's a big company banquet, and you're secretly meeting a man here. How could someone be so shameless? I'm going to let everyone see what kind of people you are.
No. Miss Brown, you can hit me or yell at me. Just don't ruin his reputation.
You're still defending this other guy. So shameless.
Don't ruin his reputation.
You're still defending this guy. Shameless.
How could Minchuan Group's secretary be so wild? Why would President Smith hire her?
Who is this man? How did he enter this event? This secretary is way too bold.
David. Why is it you?
It's not President Smith's fault, it's my idea.
She's not involved. I volunteered.
President Smith, what's wrong?
For me. Would you really ruin your good name for me?
How could you do this? You're seducing my fiancé.
Let go.
David Smith, don't you owe me an explanation? How could you do this in front of me?
Explain to you. You know the truth yourself.
Are you sure the drug works?
Don't worry. I had the waiter put the drug in President Smith's glass. Once he's drunk and fired up, you'll be the only cure for him.
It was her. She drugged you. I'm just trying to help you. Look, it was that vixen who drugged President Smith. She wants to get in President Smith's bed. David, don't let her fool you.
Elena Brown, you think I'm an idiot. If it were really her, why would she rather get hurt just to protect me? I hate these scheming tricks the most. Now you're using them all on me. Assistant Lynn, take Miss Brown home. Let her think it over herself. I always heard President Smith spoiled his fiancée. Looks like that's not the case.
Isn't it because Miss Brown is too outrageous? She even drugged President Smith. No good man could accept that.
Fiancé isn't better than secretary. Looks like the Brown family is falling out of favor.
Let's go, let's go.
Elena Brown. Thank you. Without you, I wouldn't have this chance.
You were supposed to be flawless. Why was that bitch there?
Sorry, Miss Brown, it was my mistake.
You got me scolded by David.
President Smith was just angry. He cares about you. That woman can't compare to you. Miss Brown, you don't have to worry about her. As long as you keep President Smith's heart, that vixen won't stand a chance.
President Smith, these documents need your signature.
Just leave them here.
President Smith, is your hand okay? Miss Brown. Miss Brown, don't get me wrong, it was just...
It's fine. After all, you're just a secretary. I'm the fiancé. I'll keep an eye on my fiancé.
Elena Brown, so now you're changing your approach.
David. I was impulsive last time. I made some pastries to apologize to you. You don't really blame me, do you? Did you forget? When we got engaged, you said as long as you were here, I could make all the mistakes I wanted. Does that not count now?
Of course I don't blame you.
I knew you wouldn't blame me. We've known each other since we were kids. I'm your chosen fiancé. How could you blame me over an outsider? David, let me feed you cake. Once you eat my cake, you can't blame me.
President Smith, you can't eat these pastries.
Secretary Sinclair, you're just President Smith's secretary. Affairs between the two of us are none of your business.
President Smith, you have a meeting in 10 minutes. Eating something sugary now will slow your reactions. Affect your negotiation. As your secretary, it's my job to tell you that.
Talking nonsense. David is a business genius. One pastry wouldn't affect him.
It's getting late. I'll go to reception.
David.
By the way, Secretary Sinclair, you haven't eaten breakfast, have you?
I was sorting documents all morning and forgot.
Then have some cake. Don't be low on blood sugar during negotiations.
Miss Brown, your baking is actually pretty good.
You bitch.
You've held it in so long, but now you lose your temper so fast.
Sophia Sinclair, I'm telling you, David Smith will only be mine. Sooner or later I'll make you leave this company.
The arrangements for next quarter have already been announced. Any other questions?
David. My project is on a tight schedule now. I need someone from you.
Borrow someone. Who?
I want to borrow Secretary Sinclair. Is that okay?
Secretary Sinclair. Secretary Sinclair handles important work for me.
David. I'm doing this for the company. Please say yes.
Secretary Sinclair, this month. You'll join Elena's team.
Yes, President.
Meeting adjourned.
Secretary Sinclair, you're finally under my charge now. If you beg me now, I can let you leave with dignity.
Miss Brown, don't count your chickens yet. Who leaves last is still up in the air.
We'll just wait and see then.
President Brown, I've sent the documents you requested to your email.
Secretary Sinclair. I'm very busy. No time to look at your proposal. As a subordinate, shouldn't you organize them into a report? How do I present this to the client?
I'm here to help, not to work for you.
I'm your boss now. Do as I say. Before day ends, I need to see the project proposal. What? Not happy. Go tell President Smith then, see if he'll help you. Or help his fiancé, me.
I'll email the proposal to you before the end of the day.
President Brown, your items are ready.
When we see the client soon, switch her proposal with this one. Just a low-level bitch thinks she can compete with me. I'll ruin you.
President Brown, your request is ready.
Secretary Sinclair, this proposal, since you wrote it yourself, you'll present it to the client. Don't say I never gave you a chance.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Secretary Sinclair, brief President Rockefeller on our plan.
President Rockefeller, this is our project proposal for joint development of the smart chip. Minchuan Group has always been tech-focused.
Young lady, what does this mean?
Secretary Sinclair, what's going on? How many times have I told you to double-check? Check what you read. Mixing this up is bad, but confusing with the proposal.
I didn't.
Still arguing.
President Brown, this meeting ends here. I hope next time, President Smith sends someone more professional to work with me.
Yes, President Rockefeller, next time, I'll make sure no more frivolous, loose women come to meet you. President Rockefeller, don't think you're free to act because of David. After such a mistake, he won't help you anymore.
Why are you still here?
What's with your attitude? How are you talking to me?
What did you say? Do you know who I am?
So what if I do? Didn't you hear what Elena Lynn said? I'm President Smith's secretary. I'm under President Smith's protection. Do you know why it's just a secretary reporting to you today? Do you think this would happen without someone's approval? Would things like this end up in the folder otherwise? This is what President Smith wants. I came today just to tell you. Our Minchuan Group is big, we don't need your partnership. If you want to work with us, go please President Smith.
Get out now. Relay my order. Stop all cooperation with Minchuan Group. David Smith, you've gone too far.
Elena Brown. If you want to make trouble, might as well make it big. Let David Smith see how much damage you can do to him. How much damage you can do to him.
President Smith, that's all for today. For the meeting agenda.
David.
Why are you here? Weren't you to meet President Rockefeller today?
It's Sophia's fault. She's the one who messed it up. She.
David Smith, you little bastard. I was friends with your father back in the day. I've worked with your Minchuan group for years. Now you dare come and insult me.
President Hawthorne, should we?
Shut up. Listen to me. All cooperation between our two companies stops today. See you in the business world.
President Rockefeller, Zhao.
How could this happen? It was just a wrong file.
What actually happened?
It's Sophia's fault. She upset President Rockefeller. I told her to be careful.
Go get Ms. Sinclair.
David. Don't you trust me? I've always put the company first. David.
President Smith, bad news. Secretary Sinclair is hospitalized. Secretary Sinclair is hospitalized.
Hospital. What happened to her?
She angered President Rockefeller during the meeting. President Rockefeller said he would cancel the partnership. She stood outside their building for hours to fix things. She fainted from heat stroke.
David Smith. Stop right there.
Which room is Sophia Sinclair in?
Are you crazy? Find it yourself.
President Smith, don't panic. Secretary Sinclair is fine. Let me take you to her.
Thank you, Senior. If this works out, dinner's on me. I didn't expect that Miss Brown would go so far against me she'd ignore the project.
David, don't believe her lies. This really has nothing to do with me.
No, I can't rest. For President Smith's sake, I must save the Rockefeller project. President Smith. President Smith.
From now on. No work. Rest properly.
I can't, President Smith. President Rockefeller is our key partner. I can't just ignore this, or the group will take a serious hit.
Rest well. That's an order. No matter what happens, I'm here.
David.
Elena Brown. I can ignore your little tricks. But don't use company projects to compete out of jealousy. You shouldn't hurt people due to jealousy. Your jealousy hurt people around me.
It wasn't me. You'd rather trust her than me.
Figure out this problem yourself. If you can't solve it, don't come to the company again.
David. That woman is to blame. That woman, who does she think she is? David Smith never used to talk to me like that. Why was she flirting with David Smith in front of me?
Enough.
Sophia, right? Fine. She dares to bully my sister. I'll make her pay.
Secretary Sinclair, I held this dinner party today, just to apologize to you.
Miss Brown, I'm just a secretary. It's my job to take responsibility for your mistakes. You don't need to do this.
She does owe you an apology. Let's go.
Sis.
Brother, are you okay?
Sarah, don't worry, I'm fine. I'll always protect you.
For you, brother.
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 Let's go. David, I saved a seat for you. Why are you there? What? You don't want to sit with Elena? Secretary Sinclair, right? My sister has always been spoiled by me. She can be a bit much. Please be understanding.
Sinclair is allergic to shrimp.
Allergic to shrimp. What a coincidence. Sarah is allergic to shrimp too.
Bro, what are you saying?
Nothing. Just someone from the past.
Don't be nervous.
Mr. Brown is so gentle with his sister. He must be a good brother.
Of course. Being a brother matters. Protect your sister forever.
Sorry.
David, I'll take a look. It's been a while since you and my sister had some alone time. Stop pretending. I know who you are. You're just using your look. Trying to marry rich and climb the social ladder. Let me tell you, David Smith is out of your league.
You. Elena Brown can say that. But why you?
Still, even if David Smith is too good for you, I have some interest in you. Come to my room tonight, and this $5 million will be yours.
Do you know what you're saying?
Not enough. Don't worry. As long as you please me, 10 million, 50 million, it's all yours.
Fine, Mr. Brown. See you tonight.
You know how to dress up. Stop acting innocent.
Mr. Brown, I came to tell you, you can't do this. I'm Minchwan Group's secretary. If you do this...
Stop talking nonsense. Did you really think being a secretary could get you close to David Smith? You're here, so no act. Did you think I wanted you? I brought you here to teach you a lesson. To show you who you shouldn't mess with.
Lydia Sinclair, so you actually came. You're nothing but a slut. You'll sleep with anyone anyway. Let these guys teach you a lesson. Let's see how you'll seduce David after this.
Jonathan Brown. You're hurting someone for Elena Brown.
Stop acting like you're innocent. A bad woman like you deserves this.
I'm going to record you like this right now. I want to see what David thinks of you then.
Jonathan Brown, you can't do this. You'll regret it.
Hurry up, stop wasting time, go.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Who hit me? David.
Who do you think you are to call my name?
President Smith.
Sorry I'm late. Are you hurt? I'm here if you want to cry, just cry.
David Smith. How can you hold her? She's just a slut.
I thought you had changed, but you're even worse now. Now I finally see. Deep down, you're just a vicious woman.
President Smith, you're mistaken. We messed up, sure, but this woman is the real problem. She came for money and my room card.
You mean this card?
How did you get it?
Because Secretary Sinclair gave it to me a while ago. She told me you misunderstood her. So she gave the card to me. She also said she wanted to talk to you herself. If I wasn't worried, who knows what could have happened?
Impossible. No way she's faking it. Don't let her fool you.
Miss Brown. What did I ever do to you? Why are you always targeting me? If you care so much about me being around President Smith, I'll just leave then.
Wait. You should not leave. It's someone else.
For her.
Elena, you don't have to cover for me, President Smith. It was all my idea. I tricked her into the room. Elena was trying to stop me.
Is that true?
Yes. I never wanted to hurt Secretary Sinclair. You misunderstood me.
Yes, it's all my fault. Elena is not involved.
David. You still don't trust me. Did you forget when we were kids?
Miss Lynn has already said it. So I believe you didn't mean any harm. President Smith, please don't hurt her feelings because of me.
Elena Brown. I'll trust you one last time.
Elena Brown, it's not time yet. I promise your ending will be even worse.
Let's go.
President Smith. I'm just a secretary. Living with you doesn't seem appropriate.
It's late. Do you want me to drive you home? There's a guest room upstairs. Get some rest.
President Smith. My clothes got dirty. Can I use your bathroom to shower? You don't mind, do you?
I don't mind.
Then. Thanks, President Smith.
She just showered. Why does she still smell so good? You. What is that scent on you?
What scent? I don't know what you mean.
Why? Am I really attracted to her? Is that why I keep thinking about her scent?
I like jasmine. I grow a lot of jasmine at home. What President Smith smells is probably the fragrance of the flowers. President Smith, you have an important client in half an hour. I picked out your clothes. Let me help change. Sorry, President Smith. I pulled too hard.
Secretary Sinclair, David is fine here with me. Go handle other tasks.
Miss Brown. The client we're meeting is important. I want everything to go perfectly.
I'm here. Nothing will go wrong. We're meeting a top client from the company. You're just a secretary. If you come, they might think we don't value them.
Since Miss Brown will join President Smith, I'll leave now. I heard President Blackwood is successful. She's also famous for her beauty. Watch President Smith closely. Don't let anyone steal him away.
David, do you know how long since you've spent time with me?
You put on perfume.
It's an important occasion. Shouldn't I wear it?
You know I don't like it.
President Smith. Sorry for the wait.
President Blackwood, it's been a while.
Let's hope for a successful partnership with Mingchuan.
Mingchuan won't disappoint you, President Blackwood.
What President Smith smells? Probably the floral scent.
President Smith seems interested in my earrings. New creation by Olivia, international jewelry designer. Diamonds and emeralds are the main materials. Jasmine is the design inspiration. Only 2 pairs exist globally. President Smith, are you tempting me to give them away for your smile?
David, you're so stubborn. just told me I need earrings for my dress, and you remembered.
President Blackwood. I am interested in your earrings. Contact Olivia. Buy the other Jasmine earrings.
Yes.
David, let's go home together tonight.
Why did you leave me here alone? If even you abandon me, who else in this world can I count on?
Sophia Sinclair. Sophia Sinclair. Where are you? Hello.
David Smith. David Smith. I'm your fiancé. If you leave me like this, President Blackwood will laugh at me.
Sophia Sinclair, open the door. Sophia Sinclair. Open the door.
President Smith. Why are you?
I thought something happened to you.
President Smith, how did you know where I live?
Every employee registers their address.
Do you remember every employee's address?
Why did you hang up?
Sorry, President Smith, I meant to call my mom. Didn't expect to call you.
I didn't mean to bother you.
So sorry, President Smith. Please go now, I'll apologize to you tomorrow.
This is... Sorry. I didn't know.
My mom always spent my birthdays with me. When I turned 10, she passed away. My dad kicked me out. Since then I never had anyone with me on my birthday. Today I'm alone again. I couldn't help it. I dialed my mom's number she left me. But I accidentally called you. Sorry to bother you, President Smith. Sorry, President Smith, I don't usually do this. But for some reason, I can't help but tell you my troubles.
She's always calm. But today she's showing this vulnerable side to me. Except for me. She really has no one to rely on.
President Smith. Go be with Miss Brown. I'm fine alone. It's always been like this. I'm used to it.
You're not alone. Happy birthday.
President Smith.
Secretary Sinclair, today I promise to celebrate your birthday. You have to follow my plan.
Young master, you're home. Is this the young lady of the house?
Emma, you got it wrong. We're not.
It's fine. Let's do it, Mr. Smith. Let's go together. Mr. Smith.
Please come in.
Today is my birthday. President Smith, you promised I wouldn't be alone. So, can you be my family for one day?
Sure.
Please come in. All these years, it's the first time young master brought a girl home.
Emma made you longevity noodles. You need to finish the whole bowl. If it's a birthday, we have to do it right.
President Smith, this is really good.
Come on. You're the birthday star today. I'll be your secretary for a day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Today is the young lady's birthday. President Smith had us prepare cake and flowers an hour ago. President, on such an important day, aren't you saying something to her?
Sophia, you said before, it was always just you. But from now on, I'll be by your side in life. I love you.
Young master, young madam, kiss, kiss.
Young master, what gift did you prepare for the young madam? We want to see and share some good luck too.
Having him with me on my birthday is the best gift.
How can that be? You're our young master's first woman. How can there be no gift?
I prepared one. You said you like jasmine flowers.
No, President Smith, this is too expensive.
Tonight, my role is your boyfriend.
President Smith, every birthday from now on. Will you celebrate with me? Okay.
Last night I called David over 10 times. He didn't answer once. What tricks does that woman have to get him wrapped around her finger?
Miss Brown, don't be angry. President Smith just wants something new. The only one who can be Mrs. Smith is you.
That's right. As the saying goes, love follows the money. President Smith is nice to her for fun. He spent a fortune on you yesterday. He bought those jasmine earrings just for you. Her earrings are really pretty.
You.
What's wrong, President Brown? My birthday gift from Press Smith yesterday. What do you think? Do they look good?
You bitch. David obviously gave those to me. Give them back.
President Brown, are you trying to rob me at work? If you think they're yours, go ask President Smith yourself. See if he'll stand up for you, his fiancé.
Sophia Sinclair, I want you dead. I want you dead in the worst way.
Miss Brown, I have a way to ruin her for good.
I have an announcement. This project is the company's biggest priority this quarter. If we do it well, we all get promoted. If not, we lose our jobs.
Team Leadley, I have a suggestion for this project.
Secretary Sinclair, you're just here as President Smith's guest. Don't think this makes you one of his people.
What do you mean?
What do you think? We're already doing you a favor by letting you join the meeting. Otherwise, why would we share a room with a mistress? Disgusting. A woman who seduced the boss to get ahead can't have real talent. You should keep your mouth shut. Stop wasting our time.
Who told you that?
The whole company knows. Secretary Sinclair, you've always wanted to be President Smith's woman. Listen up. Only Miss Brown is President Smith's fiancé. A woman like you shouldn't even think about someone out of your league. Meeting's over.
Elena Brown. So this is your trick. How childish. Fine. Looks like I need to step things up for you.
Hurry up. Put it here.
Okay.
Stand it up. That's how it should go.
You don't help with anything, just stay out of the way.
Oh no. My stomach hurts.
Are you okay, Team Leader Lee? Team Leader Lee will host now. This is really important. We're doomed, we don't have a backup. What do we do now?
Secretary Sinclair, don't you always say you have hosting experience? Why don't you go up there for me today?
How could that work? She sleeps with men only. She can't host.
Yes, you shouldn't say that.
Sure.
She.
Since Team Leader Lee trusts me, I'll host today's press conference.
You. Why did you agree so easily? You. Why did you agree so easily?
Why shouldn't I? We're all doing this for the company. Or do you not trust me, Team Leader Lee? Why would you give me the job then? Won't you hurt the company?
No, it's not. Since you agreed to do it. Here's the PPT for the press conference. Go to the venue now.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Team Leader Lee, I want to go up. Why can't I go?
President Brown. I already gave your USB to her.
Good. Now I'll let the whole world see how Sophia Sinclair embarrasses herself.
Wait. Is that Secretary Sinclair? Secretary Sinclair looks so beautiful. Oh no. The press conference is starting but the PPT has issues.
What's wrong?
The PPT is empty and Team Leader Lee is missing. Audience is arriving. What do we do? It's over. If this press conference fails, we'll be blacklisted in the industry.
Don't worry. I have a solution.
You? What can you do?
Go to President Smith's office. He has a backup of the files and PPT on his computer.
Bitch. I won't let you win.
Elena Brown, go now. Don't let me down.
From now on, no one is allowed in. Didn't I say no entry allowed?
Elena Brown. What are you doing? Elena Brown. What are you doing?
David Smith. Shouldn't I be asking you that? What are you doing? Do you even care about your fiancé?
What are you saying?
Am I talking nonsense? Did you sleep with Sophia Sinclair? How many? We haven't even done that, so how could you let her?
Enough. Watch your mouth.
President Smith.
What is?
President Smith. Press conference has a problem. Secretary Sinclair sent me for the computer. Said there's a backup.
David Smith, you defend Sophia Sinclair and treat me like this.
Elena Brown. I don't have time for your drama right now, just hand over the computer. We'll talk about it when we get back.
Talk about it later. What later? You treat me this way. We won't even have a future.
Elena Brown, do you know how important today's event is? How long will this continue?
Keep this up. I'm causing trouble. Fine, I'll cause trouble. I want Sophia Sinclair to get no data. I want her to embarrass herself on stage.
President Smith, should we announce the cancellation now?
It's too late. Audience is in. Only I can help her now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Minchuan Group's quarterly project launch begins now.
Oh no, the conference is starting, and I still don't have the PPT.
Take this.
What's this?
My own plan.
But this.
Do as I say. I'll take full responsibility for any consequences.
Secretary Sinclair, please.
Hello everyone, for today's conference, I'll introduce Minchuan Group's latest research project. Please turn your attention to the big screen. This project is powered by cutting-edge AI tech. It combines a people-first approach.
This doesn't look like our plan.
But her plan is better than theirs.
That's it for today's presentation. Thank you all.
Secretary Sinclair, I'm sorry. We misunderstood you before. You are more capable than any of us. That's right.
Secretary Sinclair. Well done. But I'm curious, when did you make this plan?
President Smith, I was involved in the whole project for you. That's how I got some ideas of my own. But they weren't accepted by everyone. So I made my own plan. I didn't expect it to help.
Not accepted by everyone.
That's not their fault. After all, I'm just a secretary. I was worried it would delay progress, so I didn't share it.
I won't blame them for that. But how could such an important file get lost?
I think you should ask your fiancé. She probably knows why.
David. You suspect me. It's not me, it's her. She acted on her own. She tried to frame Sophia Sinclair.
It wasn't me, Miss Brown.
Shut up. Are you trying to drag me down too?
Even if she did this. You smashed the computer in front of me. You destroyed important company files. Do you even care about the company? Do you care about me?
David Smith, I should be asking you that. Do you even care about me? You'd rather sleep with her than even look at me.
Elena Brown, why do you keep slandering me and Secretary Sinclair?
Slander. She posted it clearly on her moments. Where did I slander her?
Miss Brown, what are you talking about? What moments?
You deleted it. No. You designed all of this.
Miss Brown, you really misunderstand me. I know you've always been concerned about my role as President Smith's secretary, so after thinking about it, I decided to fully put your mind at ease. President Smith, you've been so good to me, but I don't want to affect your original life because of me. So this resignation letter, please approve it.
Oh my god, President Brown is too much. Sinclair made a major contribution to the company. President Brown wants her gone.
Right, she even dared to smash President Smith's computer because she was jealous. Who would dare to challenge someone like that?
But I have to say this President Brown is really crazy. Sinclair and Smith are a perfect match. They're a good match.
Exactly.
You're talking nonsense on David Smith's fiancé. Who does she think she is?
What's going on? Secretary Sinclair, you are not suited for the secretary role.
This.
So I decided to remove Elena Brown from her position. And you will be the director.
What?
You're my person. From now, never say leave again.
David, I'm your fiancé.
Elena Brown, our engagement ends here.
No way. No way. I'm going to be the president's wife.
Wow, they're so compatible.
I'm going to be the president's wife.
President Smith, you shouldn't have said those harsh words to Miss Brown on impulse.
I didn't say it on impulse. I've been thinking about this engagement for a long time. I myself can take care of Elena Brown for the rest of my life out of responsibility. But then I realized that this was a big mistake.
President Smith, what do you mean by that?
A real marriage should be given to the person you truly love.
Oh, President Smith, I'll go and finish up the project.
Why? That vixen. Why would David Smith call off our engagement? Why?
Okay, Elena, did you forget what Mom taught you? Crying and fussing won't get you a man. Don't forget you still have this scar. With it, David Smith will never reject you.
President Smith actually sent an invitation to our house himself, asked specifically to see my sister. Dad, when did our family become familiar with the Smith family?
David Smith said that he was saved by the Brown family's eldest daughter when he was a child. But how could Elena have met him when she was little? Sarah did have an injury here when she was a child. She said it was to save a little boy.
You mean Sarah? But she's already dead.
Elena, are you ready?
Let's do it, Mom. From now on, I will be David Smith's wife. Mom, don't worry. The position of David Smith's wife. He'll only be mine.
President Smith. What are you doing?
Me.
President Smith. What are you doing?
You just got promoted. I came to see if you're adjusting. Your chest.
President Smith.
Sorry, Get back to work.
David.
We've broken off the engagement. Don't call me that anymore.
David, do you have to be this heartless? Have you forgotten? Back then. Look at this.
I know you saved me before. I'll repay you enough. But the wife's place isn't yours.
I don't want anything else. I just want to marry you.
What are you doing? Stop. Sophia Sinclair, nothing happened just now.
Smith explains to me. I just came to tell you the meeting is about to start.
Okay. I'm coming now.
Elena Brown. Next is our company's internal meeting. You're not with Minchuan Group anymore, please show some respect.
Sophia Sinclair, you think you can stop me? Get out of my way.
Why not? I'm the director now. Do you really want me to call security to drag you out?
You're just a woman who climbed up from the bottom. What's so great about that? Someone like you. David will get sick of you sooner or later.
That's none of your business. Ex-fiancé.
That's just temporary. David's final wife will only be me. See, I saved him when I was young. How could your feelings compare to mine?
You.
Sorry, President Smith borrowed your office. Needed to fix my clothes.
I saw you never came over. I was worried about you.
President Smith, are you worried about me? Or worried about Miss Brown?
I have no connection with her.
But Miss Brown said she's your lifesaver. No one can compare to your feelings.
15 years ago. I got separated from my family. I almost got kidnapped. A girl saved me.
Let go of me. Stop, you two bad guys.
Get out.
Help, there are human traffickers. Help, there are bad people here.
Get out.
Help, there are bad people, hurry, help. Bad people here.
Stay there.
Hurry.
Miss Elena. Mr. Brown will be furious when he hears. Come, let's go to the hospital.
Back then I only knew she was the Brown family's daughter. Many years later, I finally found Elena Brown. I wanted to repay her, but she wanted to get engaged to me instead.
So it's because she saved you that you got engaged to her.
I thought engagement meant gratitude. But later I realized that was too unfair to the person I love. The Smith family is hosting dinner tonight. I want to invite you to be my date. I want to invite you to be my date.
Okay.
I already prepared a dress for you. Lynn will bring it to you. Sophia Sinclair. See you tonight.
So you were that little boy back then. I've deceived you for so long, consider it your payback to me.
That dress. Not for scarves, better for necklaces.
President Smith. Are you doubting my taste?
No. You look beautiful tonight.
Sorry, David Smith. You can't know the truth yet. Because what I want isn't just your gratitude. I also want your guilt.
Smith. This is
our group's new director, Sophia Sinclair.
Miss Sinclair. Sinclair and Smith stand together. What a perfect pair, you look great together.
We are not.
I even celebrated your birthday. Shouldn't you give me some face too?
You little bitch. I used to be the one standing next to David. She sure can act. How did David get fooled by her?
Don't worry, I'll reveal her true colors soon. President Smith, it's a little noisy here. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk about the project.
Smith, talk business with Rockefeller. I'll take care of things here for you. At 9 we have a video call with an overseas client. I'll set a reminder.
Good.
Miss Sinclair is so attentive. Smith, this way please.
Vixen. I'm going to teach you a lesson tonight.
You guys, what are you trying to do?
Scared now. Was it fun tricking me last time? In front of everyone tonight. I have to embarrass you.
Embarrass me. Just you guys. Elena Brown, haven't you suffered enough losses to me? Still dare to come to me?
Shut up.
David Smith is right upstairs. If you mess with me here, won't he see you?
You're just David Smith's plaything. Even if he likes you right now, he won't do anything for you about Elena.
Answer the phone.
Seems like you're not that important to David either. Today I'll ruin your face. Let's see if he'll come save you.
Elena.
Are you crazy? You actually hit me?
Why wouldn't I hit you? Go tattletale to David Smith. See if he cares about you. Or if he'll come looking for me.
You. David will see I'm hurt. He'll worry about me. Brother, make her pay.
I only wanted to teach you a lesson. You actually fought back tonight. Don't expect to leave unharmed.
The project you mentioned, I'll think about it.
Smith, you're truly generous. Cheers. Where is Sinclair now?
She. Maybe.
David. David, help me. I'm bleeding so much. She actually hit me with a bottle.
Who?
See if he cares about you. Or if he'll come for me.
David, I'm so dizzy. Help me.
Call a doctor.
President Smith, Miss Brown is fine.
Good, that's a relief. You can go.
David, don't leave me.
Someone will take care of you. I'm busy.
Please. I'm scared. Don't leave me.
What? Even after all this time, you still can't give up. David Smith will never care about you. With my sister here, he'll only be with her. So should I break your legs first? Or your arms?
What's the point of using a stick? It's not dramatic enough.
What do you mean?
It's about time. Weren't you going to destroy me? Do it yourself.
You're crazy.
That's right. I'm crazy. A lunatic who lives for hate.
Hurry, catch her.
David.
Go after her. Sophia Sinclair, you're done for. Let's see where you run now.
No matter what you do to me, I will never betray David Smith.
What are you saying?
If you force me like this, I'll just jump from here.
I'm sorry. I was too late. I was too late. Sorry, it's all my fault. That's why you ended up like this.
Elena.
David Smith. Just now, were you with her the whole time? I was so scared. I've been looking for you. But you wouldn't even answer my calls to be with her.
My phone was set to silent. Did you mess with my phone?
It wasn't me.
Do you think I'd believe anything you say?
David Smith. I used to think you meant everything you said. But if she's still the one you care about, I won't ask for your protection anymore.
Sophia Sinclair. Listen to me. I, David Smith, have only ever loved you. I swear. From now on I'll only be with you. I'll protect only you. In my world, only you matter.
David Smith. Sorry. At a time like this, I want you to remember this guilt forever.
You are? Sarah.
Sophia Sinclair. It's you. Sophia. It's you.
You are Sarah. Why didn't you tell us when you came back?
Right. My old name was Sarah Brown.
Then your scar.
No way. She can't be her. David. I saved you.
What is going on here?
President Smith, Sarah is my father's child with his ex-wife. She disappeared as a child. I never imagined she was actually Miss Sinclair.
You really never saw me when you were little.
They're right. I'm Elena Brown. I disappeared when I was little. How could I possibly have met you?
The Brown family lost their daughter for so many years. Mr. Brown never cared.
No, President Smith. We searched for Sarah. There was simply no news. Sarah, since you're back, why won't you acknowledge us?
The Brown family already has a young lady. I'm just a stray. Even if I come back, what am I worth?
Not true. You're my sister too. Of course I accept you.
The choice is yours. You. Return to the Browns?
They're still my family. I still want my own home.
All right. No matter the past. From now on, Sophia is the Brown's daughter. If you harm her again, don't blame me for old favors.
Fine, don't worry, President Smith. She's my sister too. I would never hurt her.
Let's go. I'll take you home. careful.
President Smith, thank you.
That's not what I want to hear. You know. I want your answer.
Sarah's so pretty. When Sarah grows up, she'll be the most beautiful girl in the world.
Sarah Brown? Why didn't you die outside?
Bro, calm down. Sarah is your sister too. What you said is really hurtful.
Sister. Before she came back, our family was fine. As soon as she came back, your marriage was canceled, and our Brown family's business took such a big hit. Why did she come back? Sarah, I know you're jealous of Elena. Don't hurt the Brown family. If you want to come back to the Brown family, you can tell me in private. Why did you have to mess with David Smith?
Since you all don't welcome me, I'll leave the Brown family and go to David Smith. I'll tell him. Who was the person who saved him?
You're threatening us. Sarah Brown, I'm your brother.
I've wandered since childhood. I just want a place in my own home. Is that too much to ask?
Forget it. I'll have the butler arrange a room for you later. From now on, Sarah lives here.
So you're that vixen Sarah Brown. No wonder you came after me. But did you see it? The whole Brown family is on my side. Even David Smith won't believe you. The title of savior will always be mine.
Elena Brown, do you know why? I didn't expose you on the rooftop. Because I don't want you to die too soon. I want you here, step by step, until you're desperate and alone.
President Sinclair will follow up on this project. Sinclair is president.
No problem, President Smith.
The quarterly market analysis has been sent to everyone. Each department manager. Submit your market plan for the new quarter this week. Get in. You don't look well. I take you home. If you want. You can pay the fare.
The fare.
Just like yesterday.
Smith is president. David. David. I think I left my bag in the car. Can you get it for me?
Sure.
A gift I brought you from overseas. Do you like it?
I do. Thanks, Dad.
Welcome. Sarah, you're back. Sarah, you're back.
Sarah, look, Dad gave me this. Isn't it pretty? He only bought one. Maybe he forgot. Please don't take it to heart.
Sarah, you just came home. Father isn't used to everything yet. Don't blame him.
Did I say I'm blaming him? I've always known. I lost my home when I was very young. I never expected that family would give me gifts. I know. Coming back broke the Brown family's peace. But Dad, Mom was still thinking of you before she died. She promised me to find you. I just want a real home so much.
Sarah, this is your home. And I am your father. This family will always be yours.
Dad, I don't need gifts. What you said means everything.
Oh, that won't do. You're my precious daughter too. Don't worry. I'll make up for all the years without gifts.
If making up, do it now. Don't wait.
President Smith, I didn't prepare anything.
Need to prepare? Mr. Brown, why not just give shares as a gift? To Sophia.
No. David, you promised me. As long as you're here, Brown's everything is mine. How could you?
Enough. I still make decisions in this family. My shares, I decide who gets them. Not up to you. Don't worry, I'll arrange a draft tomorrow. These shares are my compensation to you.
Thank you, Dad. But the shares, I don't need them. I told you. I came back because I want a family. Not for the Brown family's fortune. If possible, I'd rather you always owe me this gift, so I could always be your beloved daughter.
Sarah, you'll always be Dad's favorite daughter.
Favorite. Such a useless thing. Mom, don't worry. I'll take the whole Brown family. Make them pay for what they did to you. Why has this fund been running for 3 years with no transactions?
Sinclair is president, arranged by Smith. He's been secretly supporting the Brown family.
The Brown family. From today, stop it, stop.
But if we do that, their whole industry chain will collapse.
Do as I say.
President Smith ordered that no one touches this fund. I report to Smith first.
Hello, David. Making a fund transfer. The assistant said I need your approval.
If it's your decision, then go ahead.
Okay, I'll take care of it now.
The Brown family's capital chain is about to break. Next, all shareholders will sell off their shares. I'm buying every last one.
What? No way. We can't let the capital chain break. Think of something fast. Why? Why would the capital chain break? Even the biggest investor left.
Dad, what do we do? How about? Ask Smith again.
Sarah.
Dad, don't worry. I now know everything. I just talked to David Smith. In a few days, an investor from out of town will come to our city. I've asked David to invite him to our home.
That's great. Sarah, good thing you're here. The Brown family's future is in your hands.
Of course, Brown family's future. I'll handle it well. Hello, David. Did you find out for me? Oh. That investor is a performing artist. Used to love dancing. Great, I studied dance before. I can ask her for advice. Learn from her. And show my best side. Then my dad will be proud of me.
Working this hard. Just to impress the investor later, right?
Elena Brown, what are you doing?
Thanks for the information. But this time, I'm taking the chance to shine.
Elena Brown. Let me out.
Keep dreaming, Sophia Sinclair. I'll tell you. I'm the only one who can save the Brown family. The Brown family's heiress. That's only me.
Hawthorne is president. Look, please, do you have any suggestions for our company plan?
It looks workable. But President Brown, I've seen so many companies like this. It's missing something special.
President Hawthorne, I heard you used to be a dancer. I also learned dance growing up. Maybe you could give me some advice. President Hawthorne, would you like to dance with me? Teach me something.
Mr. Brown, I'm only meeting you because of President Smith. What made you think you could insult me like this?
No, President Hawthorne, maybe this is a misunderstanding.
Years ago, I had a car accident. Since then I could never dance again. You could have learned this if you cared even a little. But you had your daughter mock me on purpose, didn't you?
No, not at all. That's not what I meant. I just wanted to be closer to you.
Enough. I don't want to hear your excuses, since you don't care about this meeting at all. Why should I stay and embarrass myself? No need to see me out.
Wait, President Hawthorne.
Where is Sophia Sinclair?
What?
Where is Sophia Sinclair? Don't make me ask a third time.
I don't know. She hasn't been here all day.
David, it's too quiet here. I'm scared.
Years ago I had a car accident. At my worst time I attended a musician's concert. This piece is what gave me strength. I thought I would never hear it again. Where did you learn it?
My mom taught me this piece. She said, when I'm sad I should play it. That way. It's like mom's right here with me.
It's her. So Mrs. Sinclair is your mother?
Yes. Mrs. Sinclair was my wife. But she's passed away. She only left our daughter, Sarah.
Daughter? Didn't Mr. Brown say he only has one daughter?
Yes. She's my adopted daughter. She never got much education. Sorry if she offended you just now.
Mr. Brown, I'm not a fool. Your biological daughter is locked in the basement. But your adopted daughter gets to meet guests with you. Good kid. Are you being treated badly at home?
President Hawthorne, you've misunderstood. This was just an accident. Dad is just careless. But he's always been good to me. Just a few days ago, he said he'd transfer the company shares to me.
Really?
Of course. This document is what Dad had me sign before. Now, just his signature remains. This document is what Dad had me sign before. Now, just his signature left.
Ha ha ha, of course. Of course. I promised Sarah a long time ago. Ha ha ha.
Dad, I've always said, all I want is a whole family. But you've always worried I don't feel secure. If that's the case, I'll take this gift. After all, you said, I have to carry the future of the Brown family.
Yes, yes.
With you here, I'm willing to invest for you. Your name is Sarah, right?
President Hawthorne. I use my mother's last name. I'm Sophia Sinclair.
All right, Sophia Sinclair. I look forward to working with you.
Sophia. Feeling better now.
David. Do you think? What I did today was too much.
In my eyes, Sophia Sinclair, everything you do is right. I will always be there for you.
David.
Let go.
David. Have you forgotten what I've done for you? I don't expect you to get back together with me. Can you stay one last time? Tomorrow. Will you go with me tomorrow to where we first met? Go on one last date with me.
Let go.
David, go. Some things need to be settled sooner or later. Right.
Sophia Sinclair. Wait for me.
Country bumpkin stays a bumpkin. Sophia Sinclair, why did you pick this place?
Didn't you ask to meet? Even sent David Smith away.
Right. David is now far away in the cafe where we first met. No matter what happens here, he won't know.
So why did you want to see me? Want me to witness your failure? I told you. I would watch. As you lose everyone around you.
Sophia Sinclair, you bitch, I am the true heiress of the Brown family. I am the real fiancé of David Smith. Why did you take everything once you showed up?
Hey, you know all this was stolen by you by cheating and stealing. I'm just taking back what belongs to me and my mom.
Yeah, that's right. I killed your mother and pretended to be David Smith's fiancé. So what? As long as I destroy you today, everything in the Brown family will still be mine.
Elena Brown, you know, what you steal will never be yours. And you have no idea, in David Smith's heart, the place where you first met is not a cafe. It's right here. Because this is where the little girl from the Brown family saved him.
David. Ashing.
David, run, Elena Brown. Stop being so stubborn. Whether you hurt me, or you hurt David Smith, you'll destroy yourself.
Elena Brown. Was everything you just said true?
No. That's not true. Yes. Everything I said is true. I hate her. I hate her for being born as the Brown family heiress. I hate her for saving you and making you obsessed with her. I'm going to ruin her life.
It was you. You made me miss out on years with her. How can you still say that now? You're truly hopeless.
Right. I'm not a good person. But is Sophia Sinclair so good? She approached you with an agenda from the start. She seduced you just to use you. She wants to use you for the Brown fortune. She wants to use you against me.
I don't care. I don't care. If it's her, I will. I'll surrender if it's to her.
Why? Why? Why does Sophia Sinclair get such good luck? If I can't have it, you can't either.
Watch out.
Blood. Impossible. This can't be real. No, impossible.
Don't be scared. You chose me.
David Smith. You must not get hurt. I'm calling a doctor. David Smith.
Ms. Sinclair. This contract was drawn up and signed earlier by President Smith. He said the Minchuan Group is yours now.
Does he even know who I really am? How could he trust me with the group?
President Smith said, he's grateful you came into his life. Gave him a chance to take a risk.
David Smith. Ever since I met you, I've been lying to you. But if you wake up, I promise, every word I said before will become true. Deal.
The new CEO of Minchuan Group, Sophia Sinclair, led yesterday's launch event. It's estimated Minchuan Group's value rose again under her leadership. President Sinclair, we.
Sarah, I am still your father. Why are you so cold-hearted? Now you're the CEO of Minchuan. I gave you the Brown family. How can you kick me out?
If you hadn't allowed it, how could Aurora have moved in? How could Elena Brown have killed my mother? Aurora was sent to a psychiatric hospital. I let you and Jonathan Brown stay in this city. That's my final mercy to you.
Sarah.
Mr. Brown. Sorry. My name is not Sarah. My name is Sophia Sinclair.
Sarah. No. President Sinclair, even if you hate me, think about your mother. Didn't you say, before your mother passed away, she kept mentioning my name?
Before my mother died, she really did keep saying your name. She said, someone as evil as you belongs in hell. Mom. I took back our family home. Adjourned.
President Sinclair, sorry, I wasn't watching my way.
It's okay.
If you can't see the way, that means something's wrong with your eyes. President Sinclair, why not give him a year of sick leave? How about? He won't come to work anymore. President Sinclair, how come I'm not in the office? You sneak looks at other men.
I only want to look at whoever I want, don't you know that?
What if I say I don't know?
Well, now you do.